Hey guys, we are going to do another Fundations group focusing on our glued sounds, and we will continue to review our vowels and our digraphs and our decoding strategies so that we can become more fluent readers and better spellers. So, as we do often, we are going to warm up with our vowel extension activity. I'll be tracing our vowel sounds with my finger, and I want you to say them along with me. But just to mix it up, we're going to start at the bottom and go up. So we're going to be starting with U. U. O. Octopus. I. Itch. E. Ed. A. Apple. Now just say the sounds as I point to them. Ah. I. A. We are going to do our letter keyword sounds just for some of our trickier sounds. So we are going to start by doing it for our chicken letter. We tend to know this one, but when we see it in words or when we have to spell words with this sound, we have a little bit of trouble. So whenever we see Q, it's always with U, Q, U, queen, qu, qu. Okay, let's do our digraphs quickly. T, H, thumb, S, H, ship, sh. This one comes at the middle or end of a word. C, K, sock, k. C, H, chin, ch. And this one comes at the beginning of a word. W, H, whistle, w. Now we have our glued sound. So a digraph like these are two letters that make one sound. Our glued sounds maybe two letters or three letters, but they still only get one tap. When we see these groups of letters, they make one sound and they get one tap. O-N-G, song, ong. A-L-L, ball, all. A-N, fan, an. A-M, ham, am. I-N-G, ring, ing. U-N-G, lung, ung. A-N-K, bank, ank. I-N-K, pink, ink. A-N-G, fang, ang. U-N-K, junk, unk. O-N-K, honk, onk. We are going to go over some of our trick words, and then we're going to work in our fluency passages and work on marking up and decoding some of those words. Now, 4 of our words look very similar. They all end in a Y that makes an I sound. So everybody knows that MY says my. So if this is my, then this is by. And if this is by, then this is Y. And if this is Y, then this is try. Try. Try your best. My, by, Y, try. Y starts with that WH digraph, just like whistle, I. And I put a question mark next to it. Take a second and think, why would I put a question mark next to the word why? Okay, I did it because why is a question word. If you see why at the beginning of a sentence, it's probably asking you a question. Why did you do that? Why did you cut your hair? Why are you running in the street? Okay, those are why questions. One type of question is a why question, but there are other types of questions, and most of them start with a WH, not all. So this is another WH, and you guys tend to remember this because this is what Echo the Owl says, right? Who did that? Who is it, right? Those are question words, WHO. And you might also say this question word that ends in a T, what? What is the problem? What? Okay, so these WH words a lot of times are question words. Now, not on our list for this week, but we also have where and when. Okay, and those also start with that WH digraph. That can be a big clue if something is a question word. Let's read these words together. We have my, by, why, try, who, what. Nice job. Now I need you to get out your fluency passage, and after that we're going to be using our whiteboards and our markers, so you can get those ready too. So just like we did last time, we're going to start with our QU, and we're just going to say the sound. If you have trouble, you can echo me. If you want to rewind and practice again, you may. Okay, get ready. Finger under the QU. Qu, s, z, ah, ink, am, all, ing, unk, onk, ang, am, sh, ks, ong, an, a. Flip the page. Okay. In row 1, we marked up some words. So let's read those words together. Remember, those glued sounds are only going to get one tap. So we had s, ing, sing, r, ang, rang, t, ank, tank, ch, op, chop, s, ung, sung. Now, I want us to look at row 2 and mark up our words. We are going to underline our digraphs, and we are going to box in our glued sounds. So take a second just to look at row 2, these 5 words, and see if you can mark it up. I'm going to do it as well. T-H-A-N-K. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you see a suffix S at the end of a word, you can circle it. If you're using pen or pencil, it's probably easier than my marker. Okay. You can take a second and make sure that yours looks like mine. You should have seen in thank, digraph, glued sound. In pan, glued sound, A-N, suffix S. Then glued sound, A-N-G. Digraph, glued sound, and then glued sound. Let's read these words together, tapping them out. So that first word is ank, thank. Ands, pans. I think that's an H, right? Yeah. Ang, hang. Ink, think. Ing, wing. All right, the last thing that we are going to do today is our dictations. So you're going to get out your whiteboard and your marker. And I'm going to model the first couple of words for you, and then I'm going to give you some words that you're just going to write on your own. But if you need to draw the lines for each sound, you can do that like we do in class, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that, just in case we don't remember. So, for example, our first word is going to be tank. We're going to say it, tap it, write it. Tank. T, ank. If it's helpful, you can draw your lines. T, ank. And then write your sounds. T, ank, like bank. Feel free to use your anchor charts to help you. T, ank, tank. If you don't need the lines, don't use them. I find them helpful. Your next word is going to be the word chunk. Chunk. I broke off a chunk of bread. Say it, chunk. Tap it, ch-unk. Write it. I only had 2 taps. Ch-unk. Now write it. Ch-ch, like chin. Unk, like junk. Ch-unk. Chunk. We're going to do one more together, and then you're going to do some on your own. When you're done, you'll take a picture and submit it to me, just like last time. Okay, next word, rings. The phone always rings when I'm putting the baby to sleep. Rings. Say it, rings. Tap it. R-ings. Write it. R-ings. Okay, now let's write those sounds. R-ing, like ring. Rings, suffix S. Okay. Number 4, you're going to do on your own. Your word is going to be sink. Say it, sink. Tap it. S-ink. Write it. S-ink. Okay. Number 5 is going to be fangs. Fangs. Say it. Fangs. Tap it. Angs. Write it. Angs. Fangs. And our last word is going to be than. I have more money than you. Say it. Than. Tap it. And write it. And. Than. Once you have all 3 words written, snap a picture and submit it. Nice work today.